Hi, I'm David Roth for Penguin Magic, and I'm here to talk to you about Reed McClintock's Coin Innovations. This is a wonderful DVD, and Reed is a very, very good performer. I've seen him work at the Magic Castle, and he was also at the Coinvention, the event held in Las Vegas some years ago. He has a very, very easygoing performing style, and his magic is very visual. What's interesting about this particular DVD is that all the magic is done standing up, and I know that a lot of performers are interested in that. Also, you get to see Reed perform these effects for real people in a restaurant situation, and also in a sort of an art gallery situation. And you can see how they respond to the magic. There are 4 routines on this DVD, and the first one is called his 13 coin matrix. Now, we think of matrix as the effect invented by Al Schneider, and boy, did that take the magic world by storm when Al came up with that many, many years ago. You know, you can never predict what effects will catch the fancy of magicians, and this is certainly one of them, and many, many variations have been published. Of course, when Reed talks about a coin matrix, and in his case this is a 13 coin matrix, he's talking about the movie, The Matrix, not really the effect where coins travel from one card to another, because in this effect the coins don't travel from under one card to under another card, but he talks about the matrix, ties it in with the trick, and actually makes 13 coins appear. Sometimes in this kind of an effect there are many gaff coins used to end up with that many coins on the table, and those are very good too. This one that Reed does uses all real coins. So he starts out by explaining the setup, shows the coins, and at the end of the effect he actually produces a very large coin. In fact, he produces a duplicate of this coin. He uses Morgan dollars when he works, and this is a 1 pound Morgan dollar, and this is what he produces at the end of the routine. Plus he has a very, very nice way of revealing the jumbo coin. And he actually starts off with empty hands, a couple of cards, makes 4 coins appear, and then they just start appearing underneath the cards until they just litter the table. And he's a very, very good teacher. He's a very good teacher. By the way, the Reed McClintock that you see on this DVD is from several years ago. Reed doesn't look like this anymore. Reed, believe it or not, lost a great deal of weight. He lost 150 pounds. That's more than I weigh. And he looks better, and I'm sure he feels better. And I was thrilled to see him at the castle. I almost didn't recognize him. So in this effect, as I said, he's a wonderful teacher. He goes over everything. Many of the moves are shown from the back. He's working against for the explanations, a nice background, explains things very, very well. I just want to check my notes for a second. That's right. And there are some very innovative techniques. The title is not a misnomer. He really has come up with some very, very innovative routines. First is the 13 coin matrix. I think you'll enjoy it. The next routine is his variation of Daryl's famous routine, elbow, knee, and neck. Again, one of those routines that became very popular in the world of magic, and it uses 3 coins, and you're making them vanish using your elbow, your knee, and your neck. And once again, some very innovative moves in this. Reed likes to use the J.W. grip in certain cases, which is rather obscure, even though it's been in print since the 1940s. It was repopularized by Mike Gallo, who is a close friend of mine and is one of the members of the New York Coin Seminar group, which includes me and Michael Rubenstein. So the J.W. grip is good. Reed does some very, very good things with it. By the way, he credits all of these routines very, very thoroughly. At the end of the DVD, a long list of DVDs and books and lecture notes and people that inspired certain effects. In the case of the 13 coin matrix, that was inspired by an effect by Jim Pace. Elbow, knee, and neck was inspired by Daryl Martinez. This is a signature effect of his that he's been doing for many years. And Daryl is one of my favorite performers. So once again, everything is explained very, very well. The routine is totally practical. There's some very unusual concealments, not just in the hands, but different parts of your body. And the routine moves along, and it's very visual. Once again, these are not knuckle-busting routines. Now, Reed has put out several other DVDs called Knuckle Busters, and they are, in fact, very technically demanding. This is not like that. These routines are more within the range of the average coin worker. You have to have a good classic palm, a finger palm, edge grip is used, the JW grip is used, shuttle pass is used, and it's very nice. He gives me credit for that. That scrolls behind the credits, but he also mentions me by name because he's an ethical guy. So that is elbow, knee, and neck. And I just wanted to point out that the next effect is his version of 3-fly. Reed calls it scream fly. Maybe that's because people scream when they see it. I wouldn't be surprised. Once again, when Chris Kenner came up with the original 3-fly routine, no one knew how it would take the magic world by storm. And now there are many, many routines, variations of his original 3-fly, because it's done standing, and it's very good for banquet work because the routine happens up here. The coins are held up at the fingertips at chest level. Good for banquets, good for restaurant work. What makes Reed's routine, once again, very innovative, is that the coins are first produced by magic. You don't start with 3 coins in view, you produce the coins, and then you do the scream fly routine. Coins travel very cleanly from one hand to the other, always held at the fingertips. Once again, the handling isn't difficult. He has a very, very clever way of making 3 coins turn into 2 that actually doesn't involve any palming at all, is very, very deceptive, and is done with one hand, and you'll be doing this routine very, very quickly. So that is scream fly. The next routine is called the international 3-fly. The vast majority of 3-fly routines use 3 of the same coin, usually silver dollars. Reed prefers Morgan dollars like this, only they're smaller. And he calls this routine international 3-fly because in this case, he doesn't use the silver dollars, but he uses 3 different coins: a silver half-dollar, a copper English penny, and a Chinese coin with a hole in the center. Again, some innovative work to make the coins travel, because this way the coins are in effect marked. Each one is different. They can be identified very, very easily. Again, the sleights aren't difficult, and he does a great job in explaining all these routines. He really does well. In fact, you could almost learn these routines with the sound turned off. That's how cleverly and carefully and completely he teaches the routines. And the camera is constantly going from the audience view to a view, let's say, from over his shoulder. So you really get a sense of how these routines are supposed to look. One more thing about the revolutionary 3-fly. You'll need certain gaffed coins, but they're standard gaffed coins, nothing too exotic. You'll need, perhaps for these routines, all of them, a shell, a double-face coin, a Chinatown half. I think you all know what that is. If you don't, you should. All of these can be obtained at Penguin Magic, and Reed has a very, very good way of making the white spot in the Chinatown half. If you know what I'm talking about, then you'll know what I'm talking about. In his routine, he wants it to be flesh-colored. So when the coin is on his hand, it looks like you're looking right through it. And he has a very, very clever, once again, innovative way of changing the color of the white insert. So, to recap, the routines are good, they're all practical, they're done standing, he teaches extremely well. Coin Innovations, Reed McClintock, definitely recommended. I'm David Roth, I'll see you next time.